Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I like to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, a great millstone, aka GMS. Shalom to the whole elect, beginning with 144,000. So I'm believe on top of this lesson, the Lord said a difference between the Israelites and the Egyptians. Lately I've been going back to the basics, for any beginners that's just not coming to the truth, or people that may just not know these type of informations, But anyways, so I bought this lesson and I titled this, of course, through the will, through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. But I've been hearing and seeing a lot of our people thinking that we Egyptians, Africans, coming from Egypt. No, we do not come from the descendant of Ham. No, we are not Africans. We are the Hebrew Israelites, which come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You understand? Those are our forefathers. You understand? That's where we're coming from. Let me get that real quick. And it reads Exodus 3:15, saying, Yahweh said moreover unto Moses, this shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, the Lord Yahweh, power of your fathers, the Most High of Abraham, say the Most High of Isaac, and the Most High of Jacob, have sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations. So that's when he told Moses, you know what I'm saying? He's saying, the Yahweh of Abraham, the Yahweh of Isaac, and the Yahweh of Jacob, He said, this is my name forever. So the Most High gave Moses his name to give out to Israel, and he never changed his name. You know what I'm saying? He say, verse 16, he said, go and gather the elders of Israel together and say unto them, the Yahweh power of your fathers, the Heavenly Father of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Jacob, appeared unto me, saying, I have surely visited you and seen that which is done to you in Egypt. So no, we are not Egyptians. We are not Africans. You understand? We come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, as you can see. And as you can see, that's the Most High is our power. You understand? He's our God, as you can see. So I'm just finna go right here, going back to history on how we was in bondage in Egypt under Pharaoh. So this is the book of Exodus chapter 1. I'll start at verse 7, and it reads, saying, the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceedingly mighty, and the land was filled with them. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply and come to pass, that when they follow out any war, they join also to our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens. And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities of Pithom and Ramesses. So as y'all can see that Pharaoh put taskmasters over us. The other word for taskmasters is slave owners. So we were slaves in Egypt. So no, we did not come from Egypt. We went over into Egypt, like you said in verse 1. Now these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt. Every man in his household came with Jacob. So you got to see that we were not from Egypt. Obviously, we came over there to Egypt according to the scriptures. So get a quick piece up. This book of Deuteronomy chapter 26, in verse 20, in verse 6, and it reads, and the Egyptians evil entreated us and afflicted us and laid upon us hard bondage. So obviously we was in bondage, in Egypt. And I'll get this real quick. Exodus 20:2. And it reads, I am the Lord, Yahweh thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So we're using Egypt as house of bondage. What's another word for the house of bondage? Slavery. You understand? So let's going back to the basics, So let's go back to Deuteronomy chapter 26 and verse 6. He's saying the Egyptians evil entreated us and afflicted us and laid upon us hard bondage, hard slavery. He said, and when we cried unto the Lord, our power of our fathers, the Lord heard our voice and looked on our affliction, and Lord L-O-R-D and all caps mean Yahweh, which is the Heavenly Father. His true name in Hebrew is Yahweh, who the word English calls God, and God just means power. So continuing on, he's saying, look on our affliction, our labor, and our oppression, and the Lord Yahweh brought us forth out of Egypt with a mighty hand and with an outstretched arm and with great terribleness and with signs and with wonders. You understand? So, and that's crazy how the same way the Lord brought us out of Egypt, the same way the Lord going to bring us out of Babylon the Great, aka America. You understand? With those same great terribleness and with those great signs and those great wonders. You understand? So, so I'm just showing you that. So I keep my sinuses, messing up due to the weather, pollen. It was just hot outside, now it's damn cold. 30-something degrees. But anyways, I'm just showing you how we was, slaves in Egypt. We are not the Egyptians. We don't come from Ham. You understand? We're not African. We are Hebrew Israelites. So I'm just get Exodus 11:7 out of the end here. And it reads, say, but against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord Yahweh doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. So the Heavenly Father put a difference between the Egyptians and the Israelites. You understand? It's a huge difference between us two. Yeah, we may have similarities. Yeah, we may look alike to a certain extent, but we are not the Egyptians. We are not Africans. You know what I'm saying? We are Hebrew Israelites come from our forefathers, which are Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So Lord, this was an edifying lesson. Once again, I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, a great millstone, and shalom to the whole field. Shalom.